So I saw this video the other night from D'Angelo Wallace about another content creator called Cody Ko. I have personally never heard of this person before, but allegedly he was in a sexual relationship with another content creator named Tana Mojo when she was 17 and he was 25. That's only one of the disgusting things about this guy that D'Angelo talks about in his video. I'll link it in the description. It's an excellent watch. But what inspired me to make this video is one part where D'Angelo talked about Cody's fans dismissing Tana's allegations because she herself has a problematic history. And I fucking hate this. The idea that someone who is levying serious allegations against another person has to fit the caricature of a quote-unquote perfect victim. Which I don't even know what the fuck that means. Everyone has their share of complexities, their issues, their flaws. How does any of that take away from their allegations of sexual abuse or anything heinous of the sort? I understand that Tana has had her share of controversies. I've only heard bits and pieces about some of them. I don't keep up with her or the sphere of YouTube she's part of in general. The most I've ever kept up with her was when she had beef with iDubbbz back when I was a dipshit 15-year-old. But even in light of all of the controversies that she's been a part of, I still say, so what? This isn't just her saying, oh, this other content creator I've slept with was bad in bed, or something completely innocuous like that. She was saying that when she was a teenager, she had slept with someone who was already a grown adult. And allegedly this took place in Florida, where 17 isn't considered legal age either, so no matter which way you slice it, if this is indeed true, this dude committed a crime. And this dude has been completely silent about this and has scrubbed any mention of this in his comment section, so it's looking pretty bad for him. But by the off chance that this is all just hearsay, and he puts out a video or a statement that puts all of this to bed, I still think, for the time being, that these are allegations that people should absolutely take seriously, and it only took another big YouTuber to discuss this for people to finally take this seriously. And it's disgusting because it gives off this notion that people have to fit a certain mold to come out with sexual abuse allegations. They have to have this squeaky clean past, otherwise they surely must be lying for clout or money, or because they have a vendetta against the person they're levying these allegations against, or anything stupid of the sort. Why do you think it takes so many victims so long to come out with allegations against their abusers? Now in Tana's case, she's always been open about this, it's just that she's finally being taken seriously now. But I'm talking about in general. There are so many instances where a victim is months or years or even decades removed from their experience, and then they finally come out with their allegations. A lot of that has to do with assholes like you who immediately dismiss serious allegations like this because, oh, the victim may not have a squeaky clean past. Or disgusting victim blaming, like, what were you wearing at the time of your experience? Or, you must have done something to provoke this behavior from your abuser. It's disgusting shit like that that makes victims hesitant to come out with their stories. Why would a victim want to come out with their story immediately when they know that this is likely the shit they're going to face? Especially if their abuser was someone with a very large platform like this Cody guy. It could take a long time for someone to build up that kind of courage, but when they do finally go public with their story, please, fucking please, take it seriously. Again, if Cody somehow debunks this entire thing, then you can give Tana shit. But for now, there is a very high likelihood that this guy slept with a teenager when he was a grown adult and committed a felony. So can we treat this situation with the seriousness it deserves, please? Saying shit like, Tana has a problematic past, so she's probably lying about this for clout, only helps abusers continue to get away with their disgusting behavior. Because you really don't think other victims of similar experiences read this kind of shit and think, oh, people might say the same thing about me, so therefore I'm going to refrain from going public about my experience. Of course they do. Again, jackasses like you are exactly why so many victims take so long to come forward about their experiences. And who knows how many survivors of sexual abuse, domestic violence, etc. are out there and refrain from talking about their experience because of people with this stupid-ass mindset. And yes, there have been people in the past who have lied about experiencing sexual abuse or anything of the sort, of course. But this doesn't mean that every victim who comes forward should be met with vitriol and doubt immediately. Take these sorts of allegations seriously until sufficient evidence comes out pointing to the contrary. You can be sympathetic and listen to a victim's story while still remaining objective. That's not impossible. And let's be honest, this is a problem that disproportionately affects women. Oh, he's discounting discounting male sexual abuse survivors, I'm not. It's just that there's social stigmas unique to men and women. When a man comes out with allegations of abuse, especially if their abuser was a woman, they're typically not going to be met with, well, what were you wearing at the time, like a woman would. But rather, they may face ridicule for being quote-unquote weak. How could you let a woman walk all over you like that? And for women, they have to fit this stupid mold of being an innocent flower all day, every day, when of course that's fucking impossible. Or else they must have done or said something to have something like this happen to them, or they must have dressed a certain way and they were asking for it on some level. We place these impossibly high standards on abuse victims, meanwhile the abusers themselves don't get anywhere near this amount of scrutiny. It's disgusting and enables disgusting behavior, and if you claim to care about the topic of abuse, you would cut this stupid mindset the fuck out immediately. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.